Hello, everybody! How are you doing today? Things are going pretty good here. A little bit rainy, a little bit cold. But I've been having a pretty productive day. And that's not going to stop here because today we are going to be working on a drawing that I've been working on and off these past couple weeks. Honestly, maybe a little bit more than a couple weeks, but it's the Dread Serpent. So if we change our scene here quick and go over, here we have the Dread Serpent, and it is made up of lots of bones, which I managed to actually finish last week. And I'd begun shading them when I needed to take a break. So that's where we're going to pick off. That's where we're going to continue today. Hopefully if we finish, shading the skeleton, we can actually start working on the skin, which is translucent and is going to be going over the top. Because I wouldn't shade all these bones if I was just going to put solid skin over the top, of course. But let's make sure we have the proper colors. We do, so I can just hide that. And we're going to continue shading. So down here is where I think I'm going to start today. We have a lot of little details that we need to fill in, and a lot of little dark spaces that need fine-tuning. Now, of course, I am using the clipping group, so I can, I have not a clipping group. It's actually like preserving opacity. So, like, no pixels outside of what I already have can get anything on them. So this allows me to just be nice and a little bit sporadic and still get the results I want, because it's not going to affect anything else except what I have set aside here. This can backfire if you forget to make your opacity on separate layers, but in this case, it doesn't really matter. It's all the same color. Everything is going to be fine. And before I actually do a whole bunch of blending when it comes to these, to the bones here, I am going to need to go through and add some more extra light sources, because the snake is going to have a bunch of energy on the inside, like through here. And obviously I'm going to need to have that illuminate the skeleton, because otherwise why add the lights if you're not going to make sure that they actually give off light? Then they kind of just look like little splotches, and that's not what I want. Not what we want. We want a whole snake. Something that looks and feels complete. I've been putting this much work in, it's gonna look complete when we're done. Like, I'm gonna be so proud of this. Cause this thing is just so much effort. Like, if you've never drawn a skeleton, first of all, reconsider if you were thinking about doing it after seeing this. Like, take a good long thought about it. Because bones are complicated little fuckers. They just are. Like, have you seen an elephant's skull? Like, it's got a big hole in the middle, and you're just like, what is that? It looks like it could be eyes, but it's a nose. It's a trunk. So confusing. Like, this snake skull looks like a dinosaur. Like, you'd think that this thing could be, like, house-sized looking at this skull. And I mean, because this is a D&D monster, it'd be closer, but, like, the actual snakes are, a good couple feet long, like 2-3 feet. That's, that's a nowhere near T-Rex size. Can you imagine snakes the size of a T-Rex? I don't think I want to. I don't think I want to imagine that, actually. That's a big snake. Like, I don't think that would end well for many reasons. Like, how much heat would that even need? Like, snakes are cold-blooded animals, so they kind of just need an external source of heat, but how much heat would they need? Where would they live? Because, like, some of the areas I can think of that have a ton of heat, like deserts, don't have many huge animals, which would be what that kind of snake would prey on. That just leaves so many questions. So many questions. Luckily, we don't need them answered. Because this snake isn't that big. This snake is like, I should draw like a stick figure for scale as to like how big I think this is compared to a person. So I was thinking kind of like this tall. Like, that's how big I think a human is compared to this snake. So this snake is still gigantic, but, you know, it's not T-Rex sized. It's just eat people sized. Yeah. Absolutely eat people sized. I mean, it doesn't eat in the traditional sense. The snake, like, it uses, like, some magical properties that it has in order to just, like, absorb energy directly from its prey without, like, killing it. It just kind of drains them. Sometimes this kills them, but other times it just leaves them so weak that something else will eat them. Kind of like a vicious cycle of death. But not one that can always... I mean, it doesn't always have to end badly. Maybe you'll be rescued. Maybe, if you're lucky. Depends. But yeah, this creature's for D&D module that I'm working on. Like, I had put a lot of effort into it, and I'm still gonna finish it. It's just gonna be a little bit slower now that I'm streaming so much. Like, I definitely want to finish it. I love the world that I'm coming up with for it. You definitely want to actually finish it. Like, my current, like, idle screens, the screens that I have, to switch between, like, when I'm starting and ending stream, those are concept arts for locations in, this module. Well, okay, not in the module, but in that world. In the world of Metrofel. Those are kind of some of those places that you'd be able to go. And I just... it's mostly untouched wilderness. And I allowed myself to create very fantastical landscapes. And like, on some of these streams, I do plan on creating more of those. It's just I want to finish this first. And I also have some other, like, stream stuff I need to create. Like, for example, like, yesterday I actually created the overlay that you currently see around the border of my screen. I made that, like, in 2 hours, and then I had it ready to go for the Deltarune stream yesterday. And it worked perfectly. Did exactly what I needed it to do. So, yeah, I'm pretty proud of it. I'm Like, and I made it simple enough that if I want to change it later, I probably can pretty easily. Although, knowing me, there's probably something I overlooked that, like, future me is gonna go, oh, why'd she do that? There's always something. Always something. But for sure, like, little glasses down here are, yeah, I'm free to, like, move those around if I need to add a webcam eventually. So, I can, make plans for that. I definitely need to clean my desk before I do that, though. Not just because I have a dirty desk that I don't want you guys to see, it's also that I just need room for everything to go. Streaming takes a lot of space. And there's a lot of things I have to keep near me for art. It's... yeah. And I do want to do some traditional art eventually as well, but that's also going to take even more setup. So we're probably going to be doing digital art for for the next month at least.
You could have that as an upgrade on Patreon. You could have that as an upgrade on Patreon.
So yeah, this is probably how it's gonna be for a while. I am working on being able to have a webcam for my gaming streams, though. That could probably happen sooner. I just need to, again, do some cleaning. So, let's hope I don't wear myself out too much during this stream, so I can just putter maybe while I watch a different streamer. Streamers watch streamers all the time. That's how we build communities. Cooperation is key. Alright, so I think we're gonna be really close here to meeting up. No, we're not very close actually to meeting up with the other end of the snake, but this is going nice and smoothly. Just keep adding little details over and over. But we are gonna start turning the other way pretty soon, which means we have slightly more complicated lighting. And that's a little complicated. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so the light comes from this direction. So we're gonna need to cast this into deep shadow, just like we did over there. So let's keep it up. Stroke by stroke. Honestly, this same sort of shading I'm doing on these vertebrae, I could easily just take the exact same technique, change the color, and suddenly they're flower petals. It's all about context. All about context. Art without context is very difficult to comprehend. I've been in a position many a time where I'm just like, what am I looking at? And I mean, sometimes it's the point to leave people confused, but a lot of the times it's not, and they just fail to provide enough context in their own piece. And I'm no exception. Like, you should see some, like, comics I've made before. Just, like, little doodling things. And I'm just, like, I've gone back to a couple old ones that are, like, somewhere in my dresser. Like, Some of them I don't even remember making, and I'm just like, what is going on? Which universe is this? Why is this happening? Like, you know it's a bit of a problem if even I don't know what's going on. Alright. We're getting to the point where we need to apply a little bit more heavy shading. Right here. Keep that snake curved. Straight snake doesn't exist. At least no living snake would really choose to do that. I think I made a joke in another stream about like T-posing snake. Like, it's just a stick. It's a living stick. I don't think I want to see one of those in real life because that would be a little intimidating. Like, I might just like turn around and go back home because I don't know what's happening. I'm just gonna leave it alone. Usually, what you should do with wildlife, anyway. Usually. I wonder if I'm running out of snake-related topics. Like, they're cool. We could talk about them for hours. But, you know, I've also been working on this for hours and hours. Not today, obviously, but this is like, this is my third stream of this piece. And, like, before that, I already had, like, a good 12 hours of work in this. So, it's been a lot of internal monologuing and then external monologuing. It's a lot of snakes. I'm honestly pretty excited to draw something else, but that's not happening just yet. It's a matter of pride that I get this thing done. And, like, I have to say, I think it's looking gorgeous. Easily one of the most detailed, like, character drawings I've done. And I hope I don't immediately turn around and try to beat that. Like, me, I love you. At least I try. So you need to give yourself a break. Draw something simple, like a slime. And then I can choose to ignore it if I so feel. But it's definitely something to consider for my next projects. Like, maybe I should just, like, practice a simpler style after this one. Like, a lot of times I, like, have to reel myself back in and stop myself from creating even more detail. Hey, Lemon! How are you doing today? Let's see. Yeah, so what was I saying? Right, yeah, I have trouble like reeling myself in and not adding a ton of detail, which is kind of the opposite problem of a lot of artists. It's like, oh no, I have to add details. Or I'm just like, wait, I need to stop adding details. You're pretty good? I'm happy to hear it. I know for a while you weren't doing so good, so I'm glad to hear that you're doing better now. all got those little hurdles we have to jump over. Some of them are way, way bigger than others. At least we can jump. You only have one breakdown today? Yeah, progress is progress. Progress is progress. I could say the same about this art piece. I've gone through so many phases of like, ugh, why am I doing this? To, I love this. To, I need this to stop. To, oh, what am I gonna do when it's over? And it's been a roller coaster. Yeah, like if you want to tell me said story, you could go ahead and, you know, like message me after stream. Yeah, we obviously won't go too in depth with some with things, especially if people don't want to talk about them. This is a chill stream, not a drama stream. The most dramatic thing is gonna be the lighting. You know what? I don't like that. You aren't Discord friends? Well, I mean, you can, like, whisper on Twitch, too, can't you? Or, like, I have a link to my Discord beneath my stream. If you end up wanting to join that. So yeah, we can definitely fix that. Most problems have a solution. Like, heck, if you could even just, like, whisper me your Discord, and then, like, we start messaging. And then, like after stream. Lots of ways to solve it. Alright. Little line there. Got it figured out. Alright. So yeah, once I unwind after a stream, we can talk if you want to about that. Until then, we're talking about snakes. Or other conversation topics while I'm drawing a snake. Like, this is like phase 1 of the shading. Like, we're gonna go back in for, like, the primary highlights, and then we need to add the little light sources, and, add little light sources, change everything up, like, add the second highlight. So it's gonna be a bit of a process. We're gonna be here a while. I do not think we will finish the serpent today, because even after all those little bits of shading and highlights, I still have to blend it all together. I mean, that's generally the quickest part of the shading, but it's still a thing that's gonna need to be done. How's the music level, by the way? I'm still, like, fine-tuning how loud I want it to be. I know for games, the volume is pretty good. Hey, Snoop Pigeon. I'm doing pretty good. How are you? You made any effort to get back into Beano? The music's pretty good? Alright, cool. Thank you. Like, it would be difficult to make it any louder on my end because I don't, it's already a decent volume. I don't want to hurt myself. Was studying for uni, so not that much. Alright. Hope that goes well. I know there's a lot of effort that goes into that. Okay. Go. A couple more lines here. You're welcome. Saying that I wish you luck is honestly the simplest thing I can do. Alright, like this part up here is probably the most complicated part to shade because like the snake is turning vertically. So I need to kind of psych myself up for that as we get there. I also need to figure out like which layer I'm gonna put these lights in. Like it's probably gonna have to go like in between line art layers because it's gonna be coming out from the rib cage. And it's gonna make me glad I have multiple line art layers. Like I knew those would come in handy. I think I have like 5 line art layers for this piece so far, because I still have to do the skin over this. Like, yeah, let me see here. Skeleton, skull, upper right, lower, right, 2. Yeah, okay, that's 5. 5 line art layers so far. Not normal for one of my pieces. Normally I like to like have 1 line art layer and then like 20 color layers. This is just like an inverse of my normal method of work. I mean, as long as it turns out good, who's to complain? Not I. Not I. I do like this song. Once I get a bot set up, which is definitely on my to-do list, I'm gonna have a command to make sure that my playlist is properly credited. It's just a lot of steps to do all at once getting started. Like, I still need a proper away screen. I don't have one yet. I just use the my start screen for my away screen, which is honestly not the best. At least when I'm doing an art stream, I can just write BRB. That's a true like an artist tradition as old as streaming. Doesn't work so good for traditional art, obviously. But I mean, if you really, really wanted to use a white gel pen, there's a good excuse. Maybe it's actually a bad excuse. Don't do it. Don't write BRB on your artworks, please. Especially if you're gonna cover it up with like Posca afterwards. Like Poscas are expensive. Don't make yourself use that as whiteout. That's just unnecessary amounts of work. Too late, you're gonna do it. Oh no, I gave you ideas. I can't stop you? You bet you bet I can't stop you. Like, I don't know where you are. I can strongly dissuade you, though. I can just go, please don't do it. You'll make me cry. Did that dissuade you? Oh, dang. It worked. Nice. You're not gonna waste your expensive equipment. Honey Shuffle wins again. Why can't I win that much at Beano? I just need to get back into practice, that's all. Just need to get back into practice. Sorry, a squirrel just passed by my window. Distracts me every time. That little guy is so bold. Keeps running across the patio all the time. Like, has determined that it's safer than some alternatives. Your emotional attack stat's pretty high. Yeah, I can shriek pretty good. My family can attest to this. Like, yeah. I try not to use my powers for evil. Like if you're gonna be, like, if you're gonna have a malicious, no, if you're gonna have an emotional attack stat, why would you use it to actually hurt people? Like, yeah, I could just, like, go on that kind of topic for, I don't know how long. Other people are an enigma that I don't have time to solve. Shriek is pretty hard countered by the mute button of the stream. Ooh, we're at an impasse. We are at an impasse. Your muting of the stream, though, is hard countered by my ban command. I hold the power now. You don't want to listen to me? I'll make you not listen to me. Woo! Balls in your court. Is there any way you can think of to counter a ban? Or do I have checkmate? I'm not gonna ban you. I wouldn't. No, of course not. If I really wanted to, I could mute you. But I won't do that either. That's rude. What was I just saying about I won't use my powers for evil? I could make a lot of different accounts. Well, yeah, I mean, that's nothing new. Like, yesterday I got, like, spam followed by 20 bots. And, like, they're the kind that, like, follow and then unfollow immediately, so they don't even help you with anything. And it's so rude. Like, I'm in the middle of something, last thing I want is just a whole bunch of notification sounds over and over again. It's not fair, man. Yeah. Like, I've been streaming for, like, I think almost 2 weeks now, I think? We're getting there. We're getting to the 2-week mark. And, like, I had, like, no bot raids for, like, Yeah, for that period of time. And then, like, over this weekend, I've had, like, four bot raids. 3 of them were yesterday. And, like, I don't know if I should be infuriated or honored. Like, I hope that sort of problem gets stopped soon, because yeah, it's just it's turning my notification noise from something that makes me smile to something that makes me go, oh no, not this again. That's not something you want. I'm a true Twitch streamer now? Yes! Cool. I guess I am honored. Thanks, Robot Raiders. You've, it's been a rite of passage. I guess this just means that, once I hit a certain point, I'll just have to make it so that way, new followers don't give a notification, just like a bot message. That's at least less spam. It's chat spam and not, like, audio spam. Trading one for another. Lesser of two evils. Ooh, this still needs some more of this, kind of. This is still a darker area. It's getting light right here, but it's not fully light yet. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. The algorithm has recognized me as worthy and sent me a digital attack. My digital defense needs a little bit of improvement, I guess. Like maybe a moderator. Like, at least I'm not, like, Caben levels bad. It's hard to be that bad. Yet some people manage to be. Some people manage to be. And they can't even, like, connect with each other on a forum over it, because they're just, you know, they're bad with electronics, so I guess they just have to have a bingo night. Oh. Yes, continue. It's rough being a K-fan on Twitch. Yeah, I can imagine. No, I can't imagine. Like, I don't even think anybody on, like, Tower 6 would even, like, let him get anywhere close to anything that would do that kind of stuff. Except for his phone, obviously. It's like, oh, we don't want anything to happen to our precious equipment that we don't know how to make. So we should not let Caben near it. Like, you probably just have, like, signs near all the libraries of knowledge. Like, yeah, just like, have a little... Yeah, no Caben past this point. Yes, absolutely, that's what I was getting at. Absolutely. And, like, you can have just a little cute image of him with, like, a little X through it, you know, like, you know, kind of like... like this. Or, like his little ponytail right there. And his hair. And then just like a... no Caben past this point. That's silly. So we don't want anything to happen to Tower 6, so it's for the best. Sorry, buddy. If anything happens to the tower, it would be like... be bad. Yeah, we couldn't play Bravery anymore. Yeah, like, that's no good. The lore expands. Am I gonna have to share that little doodle on the Discord later? Oh, probably. Like, forget this. Like, forget this, Snake. The true masterpiece is that. This is my masterpiece of the stream. We did it. My magnum opus. It's been a pleasure streaming with you guys today. Hydrate, hydrate. Alright. We're gonna get back to the snake. So we have to give it a little sort of creamish highlights. If I can make it look like it's... Like, I'm not gonna actually make it look like it's shining as much because there's still skin over this. And I think that would just not work very well. Some pieces of art is about the concept more than what you see. Yes, absolutely. That's why some of my sketches on the Beano Discord get more attention than fully fleshed pieces of art, which makes me a little bit... Whoops. It's like, oh no. Like, at least I know the devs love every piece equally. It's just, I didn't mean to steal your thunder. That's not what I meant to do. You can get that? Yeah, yeah. I guess it's just a good rule of thumb on a Discord that slow to just go like, okay, if somebody posts fan art, I can wait till tomorrow. I'll just like queue up a little notif tomorrow that says like, hey, post your art on the Discord. And it's like, oh yeah, okay. And then like I can post it then. Well, it doesn't work on bigger communities, obviously. But on a tiny one, why not? Sometimes I study in fine art, and I kept doing weird conceptual stuff, and the peeps that kept doing really complex stuff were really wondering what the fuck I was doing. Heck yeah, you go do abstract. Like I have this abstract painting on my wall, and like I mean I have like a couple of them, but like yeah, one of them just like is hanging up on the wall, and it's like very different from everything else I've done. Very, very different. Like, sometimes it's just, you know, cathartic to just go, ah, yes, paint go scrape. Paint go swoop, paint go slap. And then you have abstract art. We had to do some wood sculpture for a class, and I did a wooden log. So your wooden sculpture was a wooden log? Well, as long as you carved it, I think you did I think you followed the instructions. Pretty much. Alright, got it in one. That does sound very cute though. Like I know, like there's like this channel that I follow that has like a mascot that's like a little stump, and like I'm just imagining that in my head, and I know that's not what it looked like at all. But that's what I'm imagining. some like little cute mascot and not, in fact, a detailed log. Okay. So we're gonna get to the curve here. And we're gonna need to... Okay, these parts are sticking out. Make sure that they're highlighted a little bit here. Definitely not as detailed. But pretty much the same size. Oh, okay. Alright. Well, that's fun. Like, whatever works. Like, who are people to argue with your artistic vision? Is it theirs? No, it's yours. That's why it's called your artistic vision. Imagine, though, if there was, like, such a thing as, like, artistic vision glasses, much like, you know, the fabled X-ray glasses or 3D glasses. You just had artistic vision. Like, what would that even be? Like, I mean, you could look somewhere and just like, oh, there's a landscape, or, like, would anything change at all? Is our world just art? Or would stuff start looking oil-painted? Like, would you just start seeing abstract art walking down the street? What does artistic vision actually look like? What if you just put on the glasses and immediately you're already procrastinating on your couch? That's the artistic vision right there. Like, I'm pretty sure most of us have been there. Don't need no glasses to do that. Very, very true. We need a little bit more shading on this side here. Needs to be a little bit darker. But yeah, very true. Like, why would you pay so much money on glasses when instead you can sit on your couch and procrastinate on buying the glasses? You can procrastinate on the procrastination and not only, like, save you time, but also save you money. Like, yeah, we got a business plan here. We're gonna sell procrastination to keep you from procrastinating. So when people avoid buying our product, they're procrastinating on procrastination. Therefore, are they even procrastinating anymore? My goodness, that doesn't even sound like a word anymore. I mean, to me, once I create something, I am of the perspective the art is technically not mine anymore. For their perception, everyone builds their own vision of what is created. To be honest, I think I got lost along the way. Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, I mean, I want my art to still be mine, even if other people have their own interpretation of my art. Like, I don't want people's experience of my art to be necessarily, like it doesn't have to be skewed by what I say or what I want them to see. But, like, I still want people to know that, like, hey, I made this. I still want, like, you know, I guess credit. And, like, I still want it to, it's still mine. Yeah, the process of making it sure is yours. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Alright, so the next step is going to be adding in the secondary lights, and that's going to get weird. Like, I think we're just going to put it, like, on... Yeah, I definitely shaded the wrong direction on some of this, but I'm not going back to fix it. I don't feel that the art in itself, like, I just don't feel that the art in itself doesn't really end there. Yeah. Like, yeah, there's something to be said that, like, art, like, if art just draws a reaction from you, and that's, like, what defines something as art, then there's a lot of things that's art. Like the art of trolling. Like, that would just be performance art. Like, I rickroll somebody, I'm doing performance art. Especially if I make myself look like a fool to do it. Feel the art is in the meaning of what we are presented. It's like, yeah. The newest art form, Meme Lord, has been officially recognized by, yeah, has been officially recognized by museums. Oh my goodness, like how long is it gonna be before we start seeing, like, memes in museums? Like, someday there's gonna be a meme museum. And, like, there'll be talks about, like, some memes, like, problematic history, there'll be, like, obscure memes, there'll be, like, how some memes cascaded into each other. You finally found your calling after all these years, so you're gonna be a meme lord? Alright, a performance artist. That I don't know, but they do make their way into sociological and history papers. Yeah, okay. I can see that. Like, memes are pretty just intertwined with communication at this point, so I can see how it would get very looped into other fields of study. Like, I do know that there is, like, a study of memes. Like, memetics. Or, like, I think that's what it's called. Like, I haven't, like, checked in with, like, what that field has discovered in a while. Like, it's been quite a long time. But I do know that they are finding things about memes all the time. Yeah, you think so too? Yeah. Memetics. No, your way of spelling it's much cooler. It's more true to the meme. Alright. So we need to have a light source inside the skeleton, so we need to put it right in here. You went back to the other spelling. Alright. I'm gonna turn on... Oh, that's not gonna be a good color for this. We're gonna make it a dark blue. Alright, cool. Well, this is gonna be a great way to see if I missed any, like, if there's any... Oh, there's definitely some stuff that's escaped. I'll have to clean that up. But we also needed this dark background so I could, make some light. And we're gonna... That's a problem. Definitely still over the ribs. Okay, we're gonna put the lights in, and then we're gonna go back and erase the stuff inside. Yeah. So it's gonna kind of be like that, and then we're gonna have another little blip in there. Some in here. Can't you just move the ribs layer? No, it's not the line art that I'm worried about going over. It's the color, which is all in one piece. Like it's inside the ribs. So I'm gonna need to go and do this. Yeah. That's different. But yeah, cool. How cool do I want to make this? Because I could have, like, 2 of these layers. Like, I feel like I need to have... I'd probably say you want to make it pretty cool. Boss, so you want to sleep. Yeah, well, I'm not going to, like, make myself finish this in one day. I do want to see how far I can get, but not gonna torture myself. Alright, we're gonna make a second light layer, and we're gonna put it in here. Like that. We're gonna need to add, like, some gaps probably here. But oh, right there. That's where we need to add some gaps because that's a separate layer set. So we're gonna go like that. And so there's the light sources. And maybe some in here. We'll add that on yet another layer. Also, pardon if you hear any kitchen sounds. They are indeed in a kitchen. Alright. Let's clean this up a little bit. Well, no, we shouldn't clean it up yet. We need to do some... We need to actually blur it and make it illuminated. So we need to add, like, cores of light. Like, where is the light coming from in this? So, little balls of light. Ball of light here and here. That one's tiny. This one's longer. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna make this one so much bigger. Like, kind of like that. Ooh. And maybe just a little bit more down there. Yeah. Alright. That's looking pretty cool. Now we need to add a, like, some kind of accent color into the glow to make it, to give it a little bit more depth. You know, this could make it look really, really cool. Especially once we start blurring it. Like this. This is gonna need so much cleanup, but it's gonna be worth it. They look like little flames, and I like that. I could change it to blue if I really wanted to, but I kind of had my eyes set on yellow. So I think that's what it's gonna be. I think it's gonna stay yellow. Alright, that's a good shape. Oh, we need to go back for that highlight. Look right there. Whoop. Whoop. Doop. There we go. Energy snake. How does it look if I just, like, start making little bits of light pouring out of its maw? Nah, not a big fan of that. Alright, let's put this on this side here. And we gotta get that out of here. So we need to have this curve around that, so it'd go like whoop. That we can do. Make that naturally just like fork the energy. Yeah. Alright, let's get some blending. We need this size. Yeah, just gentle blending, and then we let the brush. We let the brush decide the edge. Maybe the edge needs to actually be done with the orange. Keeps it more cohesive. Oh, that's not working because it's the wrong layer. Okay, let's try that again. Here we go. That's more like it. Just wondering why it wasn't working the way I wanted it to. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, I think that's looking good. What about you? Like, might add even more, like, transparency after a bit. Like, just like even more energy, like if it's transparent. I guess the classic layer mistake. Yes, it's a pain. It'll plague humanity forever. Forever we will be haunted by just subtle mistakes of layer mismanagement. Hey, at least this time I caught it early. Simply because my brush wasn't behaving the way I wanted it to. Like, yeah, I have these, the blend on this brush set very, yeah, it looks pretty cool. I just feel like the ribs in the front of this energy might be blending in a bit too much. Well, I am going to try to make it pop a little bit. And, of course, I still have to actually delete the stuff that's over it. So, you know, like that. So, we'll see how much it actually blends in. Like, because again, I'm also gonna make it slightly translucent. Or, what would doing screen do? No, nothing. What does shine do? Yeah. I can always hue shift. Like, yeah, hue and just go like, oh, actually I want this energy to be purple, you know. Oh, it does actually look pretty good purple. Dang it. Ooh. Okay, well, we're not gonna change it just yet. We need to actually blend all of this together before we decide we need more colors. So we're gonna finish this up, and then we can play with the hue. Oh, no, I'll get with the layer. That's exactly why I need to change that. Alright. But yeah, I think I'm on the right path with that color change. Like, it's not that hard of a problem. Okay. There we go. So let's go back to this one and we're gonna do some color adjustments. So like what colors look good against the snake? Actually let's take the blue background out of it. You know what? Or maybe we'll just do a dark background, like that. We'll just say we're sharing it on Discord, alright? So if we're sharing it on Discord, what color looks good? Generally you say something blue or purple. Well, let's see here. Red doesn't look too bad. It still blends in a little bit. Pink is wacky. Purple does look pretty cool. There's the blue. Cyan. Green. Then we'd come back around to yellow. The cyan doesn't look bad. Does the purple look better? If I had more viewers, this is where I'd take a poll right now. I gotta say, the cyan looks more vibrant. I think that's the one we go with. I think we go with the cyan. So let's see, plus 139. Thank you, Lemon. Alright, 139, 139, 139, 139, 139, 139, 139. 1, 3, 9. Boom. Yeah, that wouldn't be the most democratic vote right now. Yeah. It would just be me going, like, hey, Snoop, Lemon Drop, you need to agree on one thing right now. Let's go. Okay. Now let's go and start cleaning up. Like that. If I do it like that, it's kind of like a mist. So there are definite things that are in front of it. That's kind of cool. Kind of like that. Yeah, there's definitely some places where I'm gonna need to clean up the color a little bit of like the actual snake. Like this is messy. It does give it the will-o-wisp vibe. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not opposed to that. Looks mysterious. Alright. Now we get to start cleaning up the other layer here. And then we get to add blue highlights to everything. Little blue highlights. Or little green ones if it'll look better with the bones. We'll find out. Ooh, that's looking very, very good. Like, this energy definitely makes it look more monstrous, like, Because, like, I did have that issue where it's just like, oh yeah, it looks like a snake. And you don't want your fantasy creature to just be a snake. Like, we already have statistics for that. This is like Snake Plus. Snake 2, the successor to Snake. Alright, technically this would go over that, but it doesn't look good, so we're gonna not do that. Okay, just a little cleanup, bit by bit. Snakes are great, but Snake 2.0, you were in business now, absolutely. Like, we gotta set up those pre-orders. People are gonna want in on this now. It will be rich. Like, I can't believe it, we finally have a sequel to Snake. It's been millions of years in the making. About time. Yep. Absolutely. You've waited your entire life. The hype is real. Who would have known that Snake 2 would have come out before Half-Life 3? Like, jeez. The legends, they were true. That Snake 2 would come and change our world forever. Get to work. Can't even get to work already. Yeah, you're being shown up by nature. Even evolution knows it's time for sequels. Or maybe he was waiting to get Snake 2 in the game. Genius play. Genius. It's just been a long con. It's been a long con. What do we do with this information? Who do we tell? I guess we just need to invest even more into Snake 2, because once people hear it's in Half-Life 3, like, demand's gonna go through the roof. Yeah, we tell nobody. We tell absolutely nobody. Okay. I'm good. Don't worry about me. Alright, so if I do make this a little bit translucent. Okay, it can't be by much. It's only gonna be like 90 or 88, something like that. 88. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, just enough that you can see through it a little to the other side. Yeah. Let's change the background quick to make sure we're okay. No, we'll use pink. Oh yeah, it works in light mode too. Let's go back to dark mode so we can go and clean up. We want to keep Snake 2 inside the snake. Like, I know we're excited, but we can't go overboard here. Snake has to be clean. No ghost pixels. Again, we keep the ghost in the snake. Don't want any of it escaping. Once I do finish this section, I'm gonna stretch. Another reason to like pray for affiliate eventually is I can, have those redeems. People like redeeming to make sure people hydrate and stretch. Like, it makes you feel like, sure, you could jump scare somebody, or you could make them take care of themselves so they stream more. Like, it makes you think, it's like you got the devil on one shoulder, the angel on the other, and it's like you just go like, instead of having that, like, you have like just one, and it's just insert redeem to make you stretch. Alright. But yeah, like, instead of an angel and devil, you've just got one fitness trainer. You've got one fitness trainer telling you to stretch. Oh. Yes, keep going. Alright. Luckily, the other one to hydrate. Alright, let me finish the shoulder stretch. Like, I haven't stretched my back quite enough, so that's me doing this. Oh, yeah. Alright, here's the hydrate part. Oh, yeah. There we go. Water drank. Oh, jeez, this area is very... it's very dirty. It needs cleaning up. Alright. Thank you, my little fitness trainer. Heck yeah, I'm finally making good use of my channel points. Yeah. Ooh, I may need to make those more expensive. Nah, it would just be one of those ones on a cooldown. Like, I imagine if big streamers had, like, a hydrate command and, like, people could redeem it as much as they want, we'd have people actually dying from water poisoning. You feel like you have a lot of power? Alright, test your power. Go ahead. Hit me with your brush shot. What do you use your power for? Oh, we have a little bit of glow cleanup. There we go. Don't overwork myself. No, I won't. I normally go for like 2 hours on these kind of streams. Don't forget to take care of you. Oh, thank you. But yeah, I try to stream at least 2 hours a day. And I definitely want to get all the highlights actually in place. So let's finish this little cleanup and get the highlights. they're gonna be nice and quick, hopefully. If they're not, then that can be the last thing we do today. Remember, have a smile on your face? Oh, don't worry. I'm getting those stretches in. Getting lots of face stretches. Like it's good to have somebody with you while you're doing art to make you laugh. Like, so that's why I want to do art at least once a week. Like, yeah. Well, I'm getting out of ideas to abuse your power. Yeah, it's not working all that well, because, like, I mean, I'm already having a nice day, not gonna overwork myself, I'm gonna care about myself too, and I'm smiling. I mean, yeah. Ooh, maybe we should just stick with those two, you know, just the hydrate and the stretch. Like, I mean, what else can we even do? Still waiting for Snake 3, but we just got Snake 2! Just got it. This is like people who play a generation of Pokemon and then just go like, alright, when's the next one coming out? Okay, people haven't been like that for a while with Pokemon, but with other games, definitely. It's just like, we literally just got this game. Can we just keep going with this one for a while? Look, you like snakes? That's no excuse. Don't rush evolution. That's how we get them to go extinct. Alright, we're gonna lock it again and we're gonna... Actually, we're gonna snag a color around here. Gonna make it brighter, and then we're gonna make it slightly greener. And we add that to the edge here. Oh, I take it back. This is definitely going to take a while. We can have this be the last thing we do. Look at all these little edges. Look at all those edges. You like all snakes equally, but you want you want like even snakes more equally. Goodness. You want all the snakes, and you want to love all of them. Just like, can we at least wait for the release date of Snake 2 before we want Snake 3? Just wait, we get like, we get Snake 2, we get Half-Life 3, and Mother 3 all at the same time in the US. You know, all at the same time. Like, look, we're gonna have people crying in the streets. Oh, okay, no, don't go in the streets yet. We're gonna have people crying in their houses. Deal. Oh, no, I can't promise that this would ever happen. I can't promise that at all. Like, we worked so hard to get Snake 2, there's no way I can promise Half-Life 3. Not after all the strings I had to pull for Snake 2. Like, oof. I'm gonna go bankrupt at this rate. If you want to cry if I just put on a mask? True. I could do that. Like, we just need to, like, set up these grids outside. Parking spaces. Okay, one person per parking space, and that's your crying space. Alright? Like, just one person in each one, and we all cry outside together. Enjoy as we get all these wonderful things released at the same time. Alright, so we're reaching the end of this section. Now we add more rim light here. Snake 2, Half-Life 3, Mother 3, and Crying Spaces. Yes, yes. 2022 is looking good already. Like, yeah. People would legitimately use Crying Spaces. Absolutely. We have a new business model as well, Crying Spaces. We didn't suck the fire. Welcome to the stream, Knitter. Glad to see you. Yeah, alright, so what else does 2022 have in store for us? We've got all these wonderful things. What else is in 2022? Like, what is on par? Arson? We're gonna put arson on the list of things in 2022? Well, I mean, that is as impactful as Snake 2 has been for the world. So, I mean, I wouldn't count it out. I mean, and goodness knows Crying Spaces are going to have, like, an impact as well. We'll put that one on the back burner. We'll like, if we have trouble with more things to put in 2022, we can always add arson to the list. Oh wait, okay, so this one we need to go back. We need to go back. We need to clean this up a little bit. But yeah, Knitter, this is gonna be like the first time that I'm not gonna have to catch you up after stream to show off how the snake's coming. See, we need a fire to say we didn't start it. Oh, yeah, we do need a fire. Okay, so we gotta have some alibis lined up. Like, we need to have that. We're gonna be lying, of course. We will have started the fire. But we can't let people know we're lying. This is just the next iteration of Among Us. Like, it was Mafia, Among Us, Goose Goose Duck, and then coming 2022, Arson. Just play honesty. You might not be here for too long. We're happy to pop in for a bit. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. You know I'm always happy to hear from you. Yeah. Here, let me zoom out just a bit so you can see the full scale. Yeah. Just little lights. Little highlights. Little rim lighting. Those 4 little circles just bring a little smile on my face. Just a little. Ooh. Ah. Why did I become an artist when I could just become a fireworks engineer? Like, if that's what's gonna bring me joy, I could just make fireworks. It's like, there we go. That's my new job. 2022. Little star in the eyes. Yeah, that's what kind of ooh that is. But if I worked in fireworks, we'd actually see the star. We'd actually see the stars, the firework exploded in the sky. Yeah, 2022, that's my new job. Fireworks engineer. Fireworks is basically legal arson. Hot take. That is a hot take. I don't have an argument. Except that, like, it would be fireworks done wrong is arson that you can get away with. Never too late to follow your dreams. Yeah, fireworks engineer and arsonist. I can see the business card now. Sure hope that anything about fire's a hot take. Oh my gosh. You're as bad as Dusk. Should I just, like, you know, on that, like, hydration note, should I just, like, take a drink of water every time you guys make a pun that makes me go, Here, I'll do one right now. Oh, yeah. That's actually a channel redeem that could be good. I'm gonna drown, to be honest. Yeah. But yeah, a channel redeem that could be good is one that makes me save my artwork. So, like, we got stretch, we got hydrate, we got put out the fire, and we got save your canvas. Save your video game. One of those things, you know? Just save. Like, it's one of those habits that you just need to make sure you're doing, and sometimes you forget. Like, yeah, Control plus S. Yep. And if somebody does manage to redeem it while I'm playing a video game, like when I'm playing Celeste tomorrow, for example, I could just go like, okay, I'll do it, but it's not gonna do anything. And like, I do it, and it's like, yep, okay, there we go. Side note, I am excited for Celeste tomorrow. Yeah. I've never played it before. Like, I've seen speedruns of it, so I kind of, like, know the theming of each area, and I know where, I know a couple of, like, what the speedrun tricks would do, but I don't know what's happening in the game. I don't know how to play it. I won't know the areas as they come up, you know? Like, it's pretty much a blind playthrough, even if I've seen little bits of the game. You know how speedruns are. It's like, just, who cares about story? We care about going fast. So yeah, I'm doing that tomorrow. Yeah, gotta fast. I don't think I'm gonna speedrun Celeste ever, because like, it's for a similar reason as to why I'm not gonna, like, speedrun Minecraft. It's like, submitting stuff to the leaderboards is an absolute pain. Like, you just have to, yeah, like, a lot of people try to cheat at Minecraft and Celeste. Yeah, it does take a lot of dedication as well. But, like, those two runs in particular, there's quite a few cheaters, and people go through many checks to make sure that, like, your run is legitimate if you submit it to those runs. So, I'd much rather, like, continue speedrunning Bravery Network, for example, or almost anything else. Of course, I could just, like, do a casual speedrun of something. You know, just to see how well I would rack up. But for the most part, it's just gonna be me playing Celeste. And I have some other games, like, I got this huge itch bundle last year. And so I'm gonna be playing lots of those games that I got in the bundle, including Celeste. Yeah, nothing forces you to submit your score. Yeah. It would just be very weird if for example, you got the world record in something and didn't submit it. Like, that's so weird that it's sus. Loop playlist. Okay, we're gonna have to hear this one again. Hope you don't mind. I don't know why it really doesn't want to loop this playlist. It is good to know, though, that my playlist is, like, roughly 1.5 hours long now. I did want to get it to the point where it was 2 hours long. So we're almost there. Like, then, you know, the playlist doesn't necessarily loop in the course of one stream unless I'm in the zone. Until then, we're gonna hear a little bit more saxophone. Like, listen to those beats. Heck yeah. No worries. Thank you, thank you. Whew. Definitely not worried. Definitely wasn't. Nope, don't have my fingers crossed behind my back or anything. I'm definitely not hiding it behind drinking more water. Nope. Alright. Highlighting these ribs is kind of cool. Like, the ends of these ribs here are, like, the only part of the skeleton that looks like the stereotypical bone. And, like, I have the reference photo up for, like, what they actually look like. Because, like, you'd think the ribs would be kind of, like, pointy, but they're not. They do have this, as I've described it before, they have a bean. They have a bean. So snake ribs are also beans. Remember that next time you draw a snake. Okay, this information is not going to be relevant to, like, 99% of the people who do art. But it's important to me. Like, never forget the beans. Like, toe beans, check. Snake beans, check. What beans am I missing? Beans! Absolutely. Although, fun fact, I don't like eating beans. Beans is just a very funny word. But, like, if I eat any bean that's not, like, do you know Adzuki beans, the red bean paste? I can eat those, but almost any other bean, like, I gag. Yeah. Yeah, it's a funny word. Alright. Yeah. You're not a big bean fan either? Cool. I'm glad we're on the same page. Yeah, big fan of the word. Bean is a very funny word. Me and the boys at 3 a.m. looking for beans! And, like, it's kind of funny, like, I don't even like coffee, so I don't even like those beans. I drink tea every morning, no coffee. It's just too bitter for me. I can kind of enjoy the smell of it, though. It's a kind of nostalgic smell. But the actual coffee itself, no thanks. Okay. You drink the tears of your enemies. How do you get them? That's the real question. Do you have, like, a torture chamber, torture basement? You don't have any enemies? Okay, yeah, alright. So you're very thirsty. Well, okay, maybe you need to make enemies, but, like, nobody said they had to be tears of suffering, okay? So, you just make some enemies, and then you make them laugh so hard they cry. And, like, that's how you get the tears. Like, we're all about a little bit of peace. Little bit of peace. Just a little. We're here to be weird, not mean. Or you could cut up some onions around them. Onion tears. There we go. Very involuntary tears. If you need to, like, still take it out against them, just cut onions. Get some flavor in there. Heck yeah, yeah. Flavorful tears. I mean, I won't drink those tears. I don't like onions. Controversial opinion, don't like onions. I mean, the flavor of the tears probably wouldn't taste like onions because it's just a chemical in the onions that makes that's an eye irritant. So it probably wouldn't taste like onion. I don't know if I want to see if I like could tolerate the taste of the chemical that makes you cry. That's just too many steps. Yeah, I think we're gonna do the blending and then we're gonna be calling it for today. Because this has been so much progress. So, like, it's been enough progress that I may still send it to you after this knitter. The big mystery gonna have to do some science? Heck yeah, you do the science so I don't have to. I've been pretty busy and I don't want to be doing onion science. Yeah, I don't like the texture of onions, but when we need the flavor and a lot of things needed, use onion powder. Yeah, I don't like the texture of onions, but I also like, the flavor of onions, it's okay in stock. Like, I find that, like, about, like, celery, if I put, like, celery into, like, stock bag, like, I like the accenting flavor, but if I just, like, have celery or onions in something, just straight up, and I just go like, no, I don't want this, no. And I mean, maybe I'll like it someday, but it's been a lot of some days. I'm gonna need to remember that one. Maybe someday, but it's been a lot of some days. It's very quotable. I like that one. Maybe I'll like put that in one of my writings. You know, someday. But it's been a lot of some days. Alright, now I'm just milking it. Don't want it to become that used, not like my catchphrase, then it's gonna be annoying. Right, we were talking about onions. Put it on a t-shirt. I have 31 followers and already I'm already planning t-shirt designs. You know, someday, but it's been a lot of some days. At HoneyShuckleEX. Yeah, once, like, I have this fun joke that I like to do. Here, let me, it's gonna take me a second to type it, but here we go. But yeah, a lot of things use/need that onion accent, it turns out. yeah, a lot of things do it. And I just go like, do I have to eat it? Alright, I'm typing something here. It'll be up there in a second. And then this. Then here we go. Here's my joke. Anyway, where were we? Like, yeah, so that's why you use powder so you don't have to eat it. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing, like, sometimes I still don't even like that. Oh, I think I might need a little bit of an accent on this side, on this small ridge. So we're gonna go like that. I'm glad you guys like it. It took me a moment to type that. Like, I have to, like, pull up my phone. I only have one screen for the stream setup. So I have to, like, if I want to type in chat, I have to pick up my phone, move it over, because, like, that's how I view chat. I view chat on my phone, and so when I have to chat, I have to pick up my phone and bring it over. The dedication for the meme. Yes. Like, we were just talking about how memeing is an art form, so, like, there you go. That's some of the craft. Oh, not that. Lighter. There we go. Lighter touch. Like, some of this blending I'm doing is just for color variance. Just so you're not looking at the same flat color. Just a touch of variance. You're feeling the art flowing through you. What's it feel like? Because I think I feel it flowing through me right now, and it just feels a lot like being a little hungry. Just a little hungry. Oh, it feels artsy. Deep. Very deep. Knitter, what about you? When you feel artsy, when you feel craftsy, it's like putting on the glasses again. That calling back to that one. All right, yeah, the artistic vision glasses, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, those glasses just don't sell as well as Snek 2. Absolutely not. Like, but I guess the artsy glasses are like a passion project and not for profit like Snek 2. Well, you don't need glasses to sneak Snek 2? Absolutely not. It's very, very true. You got a lot of good points, Snoop. A lot of good points. Very glad you stopped by today. Like, this has been a very, very good stream. Yeah, the snake is looking gorgeous, and we've also, like, heard the announcement of Snek 2. Like, you have a lifetime of experience for saying dumb stuff. Oh, what a mood. What a mood. Like, I was talking to somebody who watched my stream yesterday, my Deltarune stream, and he just went like, I have no idea what you were playing, but it was weird. And it gave me this small reminder that, like, oh yeah, there are people who don't play weird games. Okay, your artsy feeling. It feels like the world coming together to focus on one project. It's the movement of the pencil in the hand, the yarn sliding between your fingers. It's the cursing as you realized you stepped out of pattern 10 rows ago. Ooh, yeah. That level of pain right there, I think I can equate that to, like, in art where you put the line art on the sketch layer. I think that's the feeling. Like you have the knitting version, and then I have the digital artist version. Yeah. Yeah. Like, and then, like, while, like, most traditional media has, like, spilling something on your work, like, that goes for both, like, traditional art and yarn craft, like spilling something on your work. Meanwhile, digital artists have, oh no, my computer crashed. And it's like got that kind of level of devastation. Sometimes with knitting, the best you can do is call it a design feature. It doesn't feel like your vision is the more physical action of creating it itself. That's the philosophical side right there. Right, you know, the other day, I was talking, I was telling someone that, like, I had a philosophical conversation that day. And, they were like, oh, what about? And I had to, take a step back for a second, because my philosophical discussion kind of boiled down to, I hate Game of Thrones. And I didn't want to tell that person, because I'm pretty sure they like Game of Thrones. So it's just like, oh, yeah, deep philosophical discussion about, controversial media, was what I said. Yeah, we just had a philosophical discussion about media. Yup. That's one way to put it. Yeah. Yeah. Modern problems require modern solutions. But sometimes the old classics of simply just stretching the truth is the correct way to go. Speaking of stretching, I'm gonna stretch my back here. Ooh, shoulder popped. That feels good. Look, it's not about Game of Thrones, it's just about our mental conception of Game of Thrones. Oh, boy. Oh. Wait. No? Okay. Didn't pause. Good. Totally different. Absolutely. Absolutely totally different. Alright, I'm gonna finish this vertebrae here, and then we're gonna take a step back and we're gonna take a look at the whole snake. Alright. Oh. Look at that, though. It's something working on it when it's small, and then you just, zoom out, and you're just like, yes, I worked so hard on that. All those little details paying off as they cascade into one another. I'm glad you like it. Of course, if you didn't like it, what I would say is that I don't need your validation. And then go cry a little bit. But all that matters is that I'm proud of myself, so yes. Yeah, it's a very nice snake. Definitely worthy of being called Snake too. I do think that, coming back again, I still think these rib ends look great. Not to be confused with ribbons. These are rib ends. Very different. Definitely different. One of them's much more flexible than the other. And, if I put a rib end on a gift, I don't think it'd go over very well. I, as a lover of all snake, deem your snake worthy of the title Snake 2.0. Thank you. Thank you. I am honored to accept this award. I will put it on display over my bed. Well, maybe I should just like have it be in the background of like my like when I actually set up my stream, because like yeah, earlier I talked about how I was gonna like do a bunch of cleaning and stuff and get that all set up. So like when I actually do have the webcam, I can just have this little trophy in the background that says Snek 2 designer. Yeah, yeah. If this keeps up, we're gonna have a Snek 2 emote someday. And people will search the internet going like, where's the Snek 2 VOD? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't have the Snek 2 VOD. you wanna like, what's nice, the Snek 2 emote or me putting an award in my stream setup for an award that only exists in our hearts and minds and love? To be honest, both. I just have one good idea after another today. One good idea after another. Alright, but there is something that worries me about the design here of Snake 2, is that, like, I have plans to make skin over the top, and I worry that, like, now if I actually do that, that it's gonna be a little bit too much. So, we'll have to, like, see next time when we actually try to finish. Any award has just as much value as you give it. Yeah, pretty much. Chris, get the banana before you die of potassium. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm currently editing my Deltarune VOD. Deltarune! Deltarune! Yep. Yep, that's what Susie calls it. Oh, no, or that's what people call Susie. I don't know which it is. But anyway, I'm currently working on my Deltarune VOD. So, like, I hope to post, like, some little highlight clips to YouTube. I will be posting that on, like, my Discord when it's done. Deltarune Sandstorm. Alright, that's another drink of water. Look, I liked this song that's playing in the background. I loved this song. And now, like, I'm only gonna think of this as Deltarune Sandstorm. It doesn't even sound like Darude Sandstorm, and that's what I'm gonna think of it as. Even better. Also, this is the sequel to the Snake Google game, the edgy sequel. Ugh. You know, though, there's been, like, a lot of Snake games. It's, like, Google didn't make that. Didn't make the first one. But if you mean specifically the Google Snake game, like, absolutely specifically, then sure. Yeah. We have a lot of them. It's a sequel to the Google one, alright. Oh my goodness. Did you actually clip all that? It's a sequel to the Google one, no other snakes. So, by making Google Snake, we created an alternate timeline. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that is a pretty specific timeline. Like, and I thought the Zelda timeline was weird, and here we've got Snake timelines. Blue snakes. Like, oh shit, this thing has other colors! But I respect your enthusiasm. Thank you, thank you. I tend to be pretty enthusiastic. Even though, like, Knitter, one of Knitter's other names is unironically enthusiastic Knitter, and like, we're both very enthusiastic people, so it's a little bit weird to go, like, okay, which one of us is really the enthusiastic one? Because we're both really, really dedicated to the things we like. This has blue in it, so it's the Google one. Fair point. Fair point, fair point. We could use that argument for a lot of things. Absolutely flawless logic, indeed. Indeed. Alright. Blend, 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 blend. I sure hope copyright doesn't work that way. Nah, it shouldn't. Like, if copyright was, like, so loose, then, like, we wouldn't have slime enemies, you know? Like, yeah, no other snakes allowed, exactly. It'd be like, everybody would be in a mad dash to publish something that has a snake in it, and then just, or, like, go back through all sorts of writing and go, where was the first snake? Where was the first snake? Have to disagree on that? All snakes should be allowed. Oh! I just realized you guys, there's two people here. Oh my goodness. Your chat names are the same color. I'm so sorry I've been confusing the two of you. Thank you for coming to chat, if Batpen. That's embarrassing. I thought you two were the same people. Alright. Shuckle fail comp. We've got a new entry on the Shuckle fail comp. Is this better? Yes, yes it is. You didn't have to change the name just for this. Oh no, it changed on my screen. I can see you as lime green. One entity arguing with itself. Yeah. Like, I mean, we have a lot of those in media where it's like a two-headed creature that just won't stop fighting. Like, yeah. Oh, you joined the blue team. Yeah, the blue color also looks pretty good on you. Whichever one you want. Whichever one you want. That's the best one. But I like them both. Descending into madness over the greatness of Snake. Yes. Snakes are wonderful. Alright. So I'd say we're 2/3 of the way there. We're gonna do another progress check. And another drink break. Yeah, just the gentle blending just brings it all together. Frick Garden Snake, my homies are like Bone Snake. Yeah. Ooh, that color looks pretty good too. The bright red. Like, yeah, you guys can both still be red. After all, like, there are lots of people with the same colors. It just means that, like, as there are more people in chat, I'm gonna have to, like, actually keep my phone a little bit closer to me so I can more easily see the usernames and not rely on the color so much. Like, this is just a me growing as a streamer kind of deal. Every time you compliment me, I change. Oh no. Oh, you're the color of your username. Oh, I hate it. Is that good? Is that good? Did you get what I mean? It's a big dedication to the rainbow. Alright, now we have, like, come next June, we have a new idea for Pride celebrations. Just keep changing our username colors to make rainbows every time we speak. Yeah, you can't escape it. Alright. Just focusing for a little bit here as we do these hoops. Just little... We have to move it in the same direction that the bone grows in. Can't escape the gay. Yes. Be the rainbow, taste the rainbow. Yes. You also changed one. I don't compliment you? Okay, so you're at your own whims. It's just like whenever I point out that I've seen that you changed the color of your username, or nope, you still change it anyway. Alright, you change the color of your username as much as you want. I don't know why my brain jumps to Real California Cheese, because that's a totally different old commercial. That is completely different. Similar voiceover, maybe. But, like, yes, of course, Skittles are very similar to cheese. You heard it here. Skittle cheese. Work with that one, 5-minute crafts. I'll be waiting. Do you know the puppy monkey baby? I don't know that. I know baby shark do. Look up those Mountain Dew ads. Alright, after stream maybe, if I remember. Skittles flavored cheese or cheese flavored Skittles? Yes. Like whichever one you can market first. That was a weird Super Bowl commercial? I finally pay the price for not watching the Super Bowl. I don't know some of the obscure ads. Or not obscure, but I don't know the ads. Yeah. Oh, man, I haven't watched like actual TV in years. Like, I didn't even watch the Olympics this year. Like, I remember growing up, I loved the Olympics. Like, it's so cool seeing people do such amazing things. And, like, this year? No. Didn't watch it. Nope. Not at all. Like, what's happened to me? I used to love it. You know what's sad? We never get any of the weird ads like we used to. Hey, Crimson Wolf God! Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I've almost finished doing, like, the primary shading of, this snake, and, honestly, it's kind of getting near the end of the stream, but I'm glad you were able to pop in. So, yeah, we're talking about, Super Bowl commercials, and advertising is being phased out. Yeah. Like, yeah, it's a phenomenon where it's like you got your advertisements too weird, so now they have to reel it in a little bit. Reel it in, be a little less weird, and it attracts more attention. Yeah, we have talked about a lot of things today. Like, after all, we now know that Snake 2 is coming. Snake 2 is coming. There's also artistic vision glasses that are gonna flop. Bring back advertising 2021. No, we're gonna put that on the plans for 2022, okay? Just like Snake 2, just like Half-Life 3, just like the Crying Spaces. We've got all those plans. We've got all the plans for 2022. Alright, here we go. Yeah, it's gonna be so sick. Absolutely. You've been here, just been lurking, told ya. Yeah, yeah. Like, I noticed at the beginning of the stream where it's just like I got somebody watching immediately, and I'm just like, oh yeah, yeah, that's Crimson Wolf God. And, like I gave him mental thanks at the time, and now I can give an actual thank you. That was it. Did you miss it? Is that a little tiny Baby Yoda emote? I don't know what that is, but it's cute. It's wearing a mask and it's eating a cookie. I like it. Tiki. Cool. I don't know what that is. Heck yeah, showing off all the little emotes. Someday, maybe my emotes will be in the collection that you guys have. I'm working toward it. I'm gonna get there someday. Tiki's a clown based on the Among Us meme. Okay. The character's real name is Tricky. Need new ones made. Well, yeah. Oh. Well, there are lots of artists in various communities. Lots of artists. Better have Snek 2 in the emotes, and we're gonna flip a table and make a mess. Is it just gonna be like a snake head over a simple 2, or Tricky's from the Madness Combat series? Oh, I think I've heard of it. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. Did my playlist stop right now? No? I don't know what it's doing. Hopefully my internet doesn't go out. Hopefully that's not what this is. That would suck. I'm so close to the end. Okay, it loaded. We're good. We're good. YouTube just needed a little bit to think. Alright. You know what? I think I'm going to add a little bit of depth here. We're going to add a tiny bit more of this. And then we're going to go back to blending. Yeah. Yeah, that's looking good. This looks like a monster you can both hug and fear. Snek 2. Alright, so next art stream, we're definitely going to come back and we're going to add the eye, and we're going to try out some skin designs and see if we can actually make it have a translucent skin over it. Snek 2, Snek is back and he's here to kick some ass and chew bubble gum, and he's all out of gum. Okay, look, I don't know about you, but I can't imagine chewing gum with these teeth. Mm-mm. Oh yeah, but now that we have these colors in place, we're gonna do one last thing, and it's with the line art. Oh my gosh, this stream's been so eventful, I forgot about our no Cabin sign. Alright. So we're gonna just lock all these layers here. And we're gonna color them, oh, actually not that one, we're gonna leave that one alone. Anyway, we're gonna change the line art color here. We're gonna make it slightly darker. We're just gonna make it a little bit off. We're not gonna make it fully black. Okay, so for me that made a world of difference. Here we go, look at that. Hope you had fun being lost in the digital world, me too. I do what I want, Mom! Snek 2! Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, so, yeah, for comparison, we can, make it the line art black again. So, like, that's what it looked like before. That's what it looks like with this color. And I love that so much more. It gives exactly the feel I want. Dang, Snek 2 is a rebel teenager. Yeah, definitely. Like, ooh, that looks so cool. Thank you, Knitter. Thank you. Alright. But I think that's what we're gonna call it for today because I've been going for 2.25 hours. I'm a little bit hungry. I want to give my back a break as well. So we're gonna go back over to OBS and I'm gonna switch to my ending screen. wait. 96, oh wait, if 69 means you know what does 98 mean? That's a very good question, but that's not one that we're going to, that's not my place to answer. I think that's entirely up to Knitter. So, we need to pick out somebody to raid, guys. So, who do we raid? We've got various people. Like, where do we want to go? Do we want to go to more art? You know what? I mean, like, one of my favorite streamers is playing. We raid Pico BB, your friend. Let me take a look at what they're playing. Or what they're doing. I'm just gonna take a quick look. They're playing Bendy and the Ink Machine. Is that what you guys want to go see? Alternatively, I've got somebody who's streaming Cookie Clicker and someone who's streaming Timberborn, which I don't know what that is. You feel like I need love? Cookie Clicker 2 all doed up. Okay. That's another pun I gotta drink too. I'm so hydrated, thanks guys. Alright. You know what, I think I'll keep an eye on Pico. But I think today I'm just gonna raid Stumped Gamers. I love these guys. They're I've been following them for a long time. I love them a lot. So we're gonna send you guys their way. Should be Rick playing tonight. So thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a very productive stream. And the end is in sight for working on our, the Dread Serpent, also known as Snek 2. Dropping the buy flag, heck yeah. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys again. And, of course, I love you. Goodbye.
Here's the start of the game. Here are our beavers. We start out with 7 adults and 4 children beavers. And there's a very simple tutorial. I'm going to explain this like you guys haven't seen me play this for anybody who missed last week's stream. But the tutorial, right now, we need to build lumberjack flags, paths, and mark trees for cutting down. Okay. Can do. Also, what I'm going to do is... I'm going to eventually make this area down here my area for pumping water. So what we're going to want to do is put in a water pump. It's going to be really important to get water very soon. So we're going to put this water pump in. But the flags that it's talking about are these right here, these lumberjack flags. These are what's going to tell your beavers, like, hey, chop down wood. It's going to be a little wood chopping station. That's what's going to assign the job of chopping wood to a beaver. And then I'm going to put this down here. I'm also going to put one of these wood chopping flags down here. Did I put that the right way? I feel like I didn't. Let me go ahead and rotate that around one more